We want revolution.
Bookmarklets on standby.
Log online, fan page loaded and ready.
Player stats, loaded. Health check, go.
Weapons check. Eyes check. Complete.
We have launched for the Informant podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to this episode of the Informant podcast, your new source for information regarding Mafia wars from Zynga. I'm Pistol Pete from Spockholm. Tonight I have with me a slew of people. You know, we've hit our 5,000 fan mark and we said we'd have some special guests. I guess we kind of blew the roof off tonight. We've got the usual crew, Migs Chainsaw Chester, Jana Mig Death by Gucci, Jennifer the Mafia Wars Loot Lady. We've got Jeremy Barnes. We've got Alex from the Mafia Wars Auto Player, Martin Hedman from Spockholm. We have Mike, and we have
just Mike.
Big Tex.
Just Mike.
Just Mike.
There you go.
Big Tex.
And then Nate just
Nate,
wandered around the corner.
Zyngaman Nate. Hi.
Can you tell us what you thought of today, Nate?
Today was awesome. I think it was really great to bring the community together, to have a lot of key people, influential people. Not to say that all our players aren't key people and influential people, but to have some real movers and shakers out to kind of talk to us, and we can talk to them and share ideas. We're really looking forward to all the great things that they will be bringing out to the community, as well as gathering from you guys, the community, and bringing back to us. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. So we came to PAC. We went to Borg City.
There was no chocolate waterfall.
There wasn't any.
I was a little bit disturbed about that.
No fizzy lifting juice.
It was the Borg.
It was not chocolate.
It was the Borg. We did not get a simulator, thank God. But we did get to see the studios and see where all the different games were
We saw
made.
the doors.
That's right. We saw a bunch of doors
And posters.
with posters
Yeah.
on them. They wouldn't allow us to go in
Top secret stuff going on.
I guess they're scared of us.
We just kind of got to walk around the hallway.
Yeah, we walked through the hallways of Zynga.
Like the outside of the building.
And then they didn't
With
trust
the
us, so they
Yakuza
took us in a
watching.
totally
They had a
other
very nice
building.
foyer.
Yeah.
That's right. So we all go to a different building where we had presentations. We did breakout groups. We met with a lot of different people that were in there. We met with developers, customer service people, the big scary man from security.
Ward. The Black Knight.
Yes.
The Dark
Knight.
Jesus, Mary, were you even in the place?
Black Knight is like a horrible movie with Martin Black Knight
He was a
has
flipper.
Martin Lawrence in it, where he goes like back in time and he's like becomes a knight of the
The
round
Dark
table.
Knight. He's the one that will catch you if you cheat.
Yeah,
So beware.
So what we did is we got to meet everybody, and everybody did presentations, and we got a much better view of what Zynga actually does and how their processes work. So it's not as scary crazy as most people think. Like the mass bannings, they were able to address things like that. Going, look, the rumors that are out there, it's literally crap. You know, so it's good to listen to them, talk to them. Huh?
We should have made Nate say goodbye.
No, you
Yeah, screw Nate. Nate just bailed on
Nate
us.
took off, y'all. We
Now
ran
that
him off.
Nate's gone, let's talk, guys.
But I personally was glad to come in and actually listen to the processes, what they do, and actually get involved, because they are taking that next step to have us basically represent Mafia wars and to throw ideas in and actually start to listen. We are now a conduit back to them.
Yes.
So we know who to talk to, how to talk to them, and for the rest of the community, whenever you have questions and things like that, we can actually direct you to the proper place of where you need to go.
How many skill points
I learned-
does that remove from the game for somebody starting up if you don't have Q? That's a lot.
I think it's about
No.
300.
Yeah.
Doesn't it put a new
about-
player to a big disadvantage?
Yeah, so Alex was saying, what happens to the average player, the newbies that come in, and you don't have that family? Oh, sorry.
It's been a long
You don't have that city available in
Give
your
us
Same with
destination.
the achievement.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
so what do you do if you don't have Cuba? You've got all the skill points and things like that you were able to get in there. It's all gone.
I mean, obviously they're going to be bringing out another city.
Yeah.
So.
But to a new player that never got a chance to do Cuba.
And it's not like Cuba didn't take, but
What?
I mean, a new player could play through Cuba in like a couple of days.
If they had all the...
It was
Because with all the
easiest.
bonuses going right now,
And I'm really tired of being gifted
really
political
can-
corruptos people.
new player can start out, build up their stamina and energy before they even get to a high level and play through New York and Cuba in a few days.
I did one job and I was 75% mastery. It was
Nice.
cool.
Tex,
Yes.
what'd you think about
What was
PAC?
your take?
My take on
PAC.
Yeah, on PAC.
Coming out here.
It was
talking
good.
to everybody.
It was all free, so I can't complain, right?
Right? No. Yeah.
It was free, and I enjoyed the pleasure of going through Zynga headquarters, even though it was only
Guided.
Yeah. So.
But
it
did you
was-
learn
it was good.
anything?
Yeah, a different perspective of different what people saw, different players that come in. So, yeah, for sure.
The Irish kid.
Jeremy.
Jeremy Barnes.
We got Jeremy.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, you're a phenomenon in the Mafia Wars
They
community.
actually managed to get me down here.
So what was it like for you to meet people that you've interacted with on Facebook all this time in person?
It was cool. I mean, it was nice to finally put faces to names that you probably would have heard of, like Nate or, like anybody else. It's finally nice to connect more on a personal level. It was nice to ask questions and get some feedback on how things are. And like I said, it was just nice being here and actually seeing, yes, there are people here. It's not just a whole bunch of a bunch of just people just typing in all this crap or the auto response emails. There are actually people here and they are working with the players to try to resolve issues.
My question's going to go out to Alex and Mark.
Apparently, I have to
with
think
what
now.
we do with Spockholm and what Alex does with the Mafia Wars auto player. We've always seemed like we've been on the fringe of Zynga approving, not approving, and I don't think we have ever gotten anything concrete that says we've obviously been a approved vendor of choice or whatever. But what's your guys' take on what we've gotten that you might have gotten out of this experience?
Well, I feel we're not doing something bad, but we're not doing something good either. We're somewhere in between.
Yeah, so it was cool because we had the developers and everybody was talking about third-party scripting and things like that. And again, we always got the gray area where if it's being malicious, you're toast.
Yes.
It's pretty much you're done.
The Black Knight will get
The Black Knight.
Dark
The
Knight.
Dark Knight will
The
get
Dark
you.
Knight.
It's a little bit scary.
Again, everybody knows about the scripting and Zynga's stances. It's a gray area. If you're doing things that are malicious, then you're going to get banned. If you're not doing things malicious, then it's okay. Because they realize that there is a balance of the game. There's a void there between quick monkeys and being able to actually go through and play the game. Because they realize that if you're a huge player where you've been playing a long time, you have 40,000 stam, or you're an Ehor with, 30,000 energy, it's extremely difficult for the player to do certain things. So they don't condone it, but they understand why it's out there. So again, if it's malicious, you're toast. If it's not malicious, they may...
You're on a fine line.
Yes.
We'll just say that.
Just don't
The Dark
be dumb.
Knight will get you.
Yes, and he's watching.
I think the big
Well
point...
done. Holy crap, it only took you
Yay.
7 times.
Woo.
I think the big point about it, though, is that the channels of communication are open between developers, well, at least between us as developers on the third-party apps with members of Zynga. I won't mention any names, but I think at least those conversations are taking place, which I think is very positive.
Absolutely.
My question to Pete and Martin is, what was it like to finally meet each other in person?
Yes, because that was the most exciting thing.
It was
for us.
probably the most romantic moment
was-
I've seen in a very long.
It was one of those
Screw
slow
when Harry
motion
met
moments,
Sally
you know.
or whatever
They
the
ran
games
towards
are.
each other
They
with
ran
their
and they,
arms
Through a
there
out.
was
field of
roses
green,
involved
yeah.
and
Wind was
love just
blowing.
in the air.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Oh my god!
It was very special. So Martin,
Young
what did you
men's
say?
in love.
Okay, Martin doesn't have much
Yeah,
to
Martin
say about
is
it. So
verklempt.
what was it like?
Well, just
on your
nod,
end?
Martin.
It was really interesting.
You're drowning them out. Much more fun in person.
than through text and
Oh, we
Facebook.
think he's more fun through text.
Oh, he's a cool guy. Finally, we're meeting him.
And
Yeah, I think
he's
that's
beaming.
that's the other element of being in the PAC and actually coming out here is that I got to meet a ton of you heads.
I got
Which
to
is
meet my
absolutely
godfather.
brilliant. Yeah, for the first time.
Woo!
I got to meet Chester too.
That was really the coolest thing for me.
He's
was
not
just
as
getting to meet
excited.
all of y'all and everybody from Mig and everybody, Martin and Jeremy and our media room. I think that was one of my favorite things.
Most people are.
I am very sorry to have met Chester.
Y'all behave.
Don't worry,
You
dude.
love
The
each other.
scabs, they'll all heal up. It'll be fine. Don't
Okay,
worry.
we told about Martin and Pete's moment, but we didn't tell about Chester's moments with everyone.
Ooh.
That's right. I get around.
Chester makes his way.
I'm like the plague, baby.
Oh yeah.
I have someone special to introduce.
Who would you like to introduce?
My friend Prince. He actually taught me how to play Mafia Wars in the beginning.
Now this
And he
is
didn't
not
teach
the
me right.
guitar playing, singing.
No,
I don't play
this
guitar.
is RYFG Prince,
This
correct?
is Prince from RYFG.
I don't
Yes.
really play guitars, but hey, thanks everyone for having me here. I really appreciate what the guys at the Informational Podcast do, the guys at Spockholm Tools, Mafia Wars, Auto Player. I mean, everyone here really brings something to the table for the game for everybody, and I appreciate you all for that. Mafia Wars, Wikipedia, I ain't forget you, brother. I see. But this has been a real great honor just to be here and to learn more about what's under the cover of Mafia Wars, and it's been really great. Some things that I wish that I could have learned a little bit more about, but I guess as time goes on, you know, we'll figure those things out.
Didn't really talk about what's going on at player scripts and
All right.
that kind of stuff.
I was like,
You know, we've got a new script that we're developing right now that will be available to the public probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's getting final touches on it, getting polished off. And some of the people here have beta tested it.
Now this particular script compared to your previous is an actual bookmarklet.
It's available as a bookmarklet and as a Chrome extension that's
Okay.
auto updating, so it'll automatically unframe it for you. You don't have to, hit an extra button.
Okay.
Or you can load it as a bookmarklet and use it, with any browser, including the iPad.
Right.
So it's playable from a mobile device.
Very good. Very good.
And I've seen it. It's kind of damn cool. And I don't condone like that either.
you don't even like the Spockholms.
We switch,
I
we
don't.
chuck.
We
That's
switch.
right.
We
Ned
chuck.
will only
We're gonna do shout outs. Chester, what do you got?
I want to say a shout out to Miglets.
Yes, we love you.
To
and
all
miss
you Miglets that are here, all 5 of you, thank you.
Mig represented big time tonight,
That's right. So,
or this weekend.
One of the things I did bring up, which I promised Mig I would, is bringing a family module into Mafia Wars itself. Where you're able to control your MIG tag or whatever tag you decide to have out there, and have a warring module built into it and everything else. So I kept my promise. I did that.
He represented very well. I gotta say, I
And
was very
for an
impressed.
hour.
An hour when he had 5 minutes to represent. He took the hour, and we missed our break. But we love you. You rock.
It was so
Damn better
annoying.
love me. But I do want to say also to the rest of the Miglets that are here, thank you guys. You represented the family, and you did it with honor and respect as you always do. So thank you. How about you, Jana?
I'm just going to give out a shout out to Zynga, and don't anybody ice me over this, but we had a great weekend, and I got to meet all of my really close friends that I've made with the Informant podcast, and my godfather at MIG, and my first recruit, Tex, is the first person I signed in MIG, and so I'm proud of that because he's our bodyguard. So very pleased, and it's nice to meet everybody. It was really
And if
really
you see him
cool.
in person, you know why.
Yeah. Jeremy, do you have anything?
Just it was awesome just meeting everybody. You know, it was nice. Everybody was on the same page, whether you're MIG, RYFG, and all the other. I think there was another clan represented here.
Family.
We
like to
Sorry.
Oh, they call them.
My bad.
That's
You
okay.
can ice me later over if you want.
No, I can't.
No, it was nice to see how all the family, even though you guys were in different families, we all bonded together. We all had fun. It was great to meet some of the members from MIG. It was nice.
Some of them, some.
Some. Only because I don't know your entire
You're
family.
still not getting in the family.
Shut up, Chester.
Although if we could have him, I'd take him.
I'd like to give a shout out to Zynga too.
Yeah, is that
because
wrong?
it was cool.
Yeah.
How they arranged all this, so everybody was here and everybody got to put in creative effort. We
Exactly.
all, you know.
And they took care of us because we're talking for the community.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not one specific person that's in. Because I mean, I could say Nate, and then we would have to say, you know,
Yeah.
all the other people that were involved.
Oh yeah. Well,
So-
big shout out to Nate because
Yeah.
Nate really did pull this whole weekend together.
Yeah, he did a great
He
job.
did a great
actually.
job.
And Jill.
And Jill. Yeah.
Jilly Bean.
Jilly Bean.
Exactly. Exactly.
All the people at Zynga actually did a really good job.
So Jennifer, do you have any shout outs?
I do. I'd like to say that I learned a lot about what Chester calls the family life, but there's also other clans out there besides MIG.
What?
Family.
Family. Crackhead.
Okay. But I rarely write about the clan or the family stuff because I don't really understand it, and I got to meet a lot of people that are integral parts of these families. And besides you, I see you all the time. Besides MIG.
You're like a hidden camera in my house or something?
Well,
Have you seen me
there
out?
was
Zynga put one in before
There was
they let
other
you come
family
out.
representation, and it
And
was
I will
really
apologize
interesting
for
to
those things I
learn
did to that.
another
We all saw
perspective. And I have a special shout out, and that goes to one of my new family friends. His name is Bill, and some people in the game know him as the reclusive neurotic.
Oh yes.
From the Rovin Rebels.
There's that
Somebody
little squirrely
refresh
box.
this.
And
That if they come up in your feed, you're like,
Prince.
I
Any
think
shout
that's
outs?
good.
Oh yeah. First off, of course, I must give a shout out to my family at RYFG. I love you all, to all my brothers and sisters over there. Just kill Legion.
Oh.
Yeah,
Until
but-
they-
but-
until they
But leave
leave
the big
Legion.
donut
Yeah.
on. He's our
Be nice
friend.
to the big donut.
He's our kitty.
Mike
Big
Chew.
donut. You know I love to eat you, baby.
Oh, that is caps.
Okay, wow.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Wow.
In all, the big donut is all right. Good
He's a
fighter.
good guy.
I respect him. He fights. He gets up. Me and him go toe to toe.
Sad thing is, I fought
just
as
love
your
to eat them
capo
donuts,
against
baby.
Mike other day, and I was not really. I saw both my friends in my fight list, and I felt really bad about it. But
You know what's funny is that Mike Chew, most people don't realize Mike Chew was a MIG. And the way that he got in is we had pretty much kicked the crap out of him. And later on, he said, all right, I'm going to get big enough. I'm going to go back after MIG. Well, he started in and we kicked the living crap out of him again. But the kid had tenacity. So we said, you know what? I said, why do you hate us so much? And then a rival, an ex-MIG family, East-West, was also going after him as well. But we started a conversation with him and he said, wow, I didn't realize how cool you people really were, and he became a MIG. And so when he left and he said he wanted to go out and basically look at other pastures and things like that, we wished him the best.
we put up some missing signs.
That's right, he was on a few milk cartons,
We sent out that signal.
but he decided not to come home and just stay at Legion for a while, so he'll eventually wake up and come back. So just be kind
Yeah, be nice to
the
Mike.
donut.
Donut knows I love him, baby.
Yeah, he does. It's in
And the
my
pit
feed.
boss too. I love the pit boss. Bring me my marker.
Alex, anybody you'd like to give a shout
That's what
out?
I said.
That's
You're
a
part
good
of a
one.
clan.
I've got my own little family, which is real personal. It's
Just has the same
The
note.
family of
me,
four.
my wife, my son,
That's good.
He's serious.
and a friend of mine from overseas that I met through the game, and we've met in real life. And
oh, cool.
I want to
kind
get
of
a
made
shout
some
out.
big friendships playing this game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Definitely.
think that's
That is
the
the coolest
biggest
thing
part
for
about
me,
the game for most of us is that
Social,
it is
the social
acquaintances we
aspect
make.
Yeah.
is key.
That's right.
Okay, Big Tex.
All
What you
right,
got?
shout out time.
Aye.
No, I think I just want to give a shout out to the Informant podcast. The people around the table who are sitting here. The Informant podcast. It's Team Spockholm, Mafia Wars Auto Player, Mafia War Loot Lady, Wiki. Without all those people, the game wouldn't be what it is today, and we wouldn't have as many players, have as much of a social environment as we do. And I just want to give a shout out to all of them, all of y'all. Appreciate it for all your hard work.
Martin.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife. Who came here with me to town at this meeting and survived not being with us.
She's been very patient.
Yes, very patient. And of course a shout out to all the great people I've met here, the Informant podcast crew, the Make crew, the Mafia Gods, Terry crew, all the other people. People who know me, but I don't know them.
Very good. And I'd like to cap it off with giving a shout out to the Spocktonians and wish everybody a good night.
Hey, Jen, where do you think they can find us?
They can find us on the web at informantpodcast.com. You can also find our fan page on facebook.com/informantpodcast.
Or you can leave us an email at tip@informantpodcast.com.
Hey, I think you can also find us on Twitter at InformantPod.
And you can always leave us a rant on our rant hotline, which is 707-847-6852, 707-TIP-6852.
You have been listening to the Informant Podcast, the place where family is first.
I wanna cross, get 'em crashing to the brand new world. I wanna ride.